Hi, everybody. It's David Wildstein at the New Jersey Globe. I am with Democratic gubernatorial candidate and five-term Congressman Josh Gottheimer. Congressman, welcome. How's your day going so far?
A lot of rain and a lot of diners,
Yeah.
but it's been great. Started early morning at train stations, talking to lots of voters, and hit a bunch of diners as I love to do in our great state, and just driving around, man. This is the last push.
Isn't it great that in New Jersey you can always count on the diners being open even when the trains are not?
Yes, the diners run on time, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And you could always get, as I saw this morning, lots of eggs and pancakes no matter what time it is. The trains, by the way, the train this morning that I was at, of course, one of the trains was late, and so that was a big topic of conversation. What we're going to do to fix New Jersey Transit.
So is it safe to say that as Governor Gottheimer will tackle the issues of New Jersey transit and leave the diners alone to operate the way they usually do without the interference of government?
Well, we need just what you said is, do the trains need to work? The trains have to work,
Yeah.
and as governor, what we need to do is not just get more and new train cars and new buses and new ferries, but we have to stop letting Amtrak stick it to us, because, as you know, we pay Amtrak $200 million a year, and to use their rails, and they haven't upgraded them or fixed them. I don't get why we pay them every year if they can't actually get that to work. So, plenty of work to do on New Jersey Transit, because people deserve a train system and a transit system that works.
Maybe not a moocher train system. Is that fair?
No, no, no moochers. I mean, listen, if the moocher states didn't take so much money from us every single year and we let them, we'd have more money for New Jersey Transit coming here instead of Mississippi or Alabama. And, who needs any transit systems in Mississippi or Alabama?
Yeah. I guess the people of Mississippi and Alabama, but that's their problem. Neither you
That's
nor
not
I
that's not my that's not my
worry about
problem.
it.
It's not my problem. I just want people to come here, stay here, and afford to live here. Like the moochers, it's their problem.
So you've had a bunch of election days in your life, five primaries for Congress, but before that, working on presidential campaigns, working for John Kerry, Wes Clark. You were in the White House, I guess,
Bill
election
Clinton,
2000. Is
Bill
that
Clinton. I was election night 2000. I worked on the 90. My first race was 96 Clinton reelect,
Mhm.
which was a great race. And yeah, and I was working for President Clinton in 2000, and it was the night that Senator Clinton got elected, Hillary Clinton. And of course, we went late into the night, not knowing what happened in the 2000 election. So that was, and I was a speechwriter then, so that was not one of the speeches we had written.
Do you feel? I mean, this might be a silly question, but do you feel more pressure today, or did you feel more pressure 25 years ago when you were working for the president of the United States, making sure you didn't mess up for him on election day?
I mean, I felt the most pressure in front of you during the debate, actually, especially like in hour four. Like that was more pressure. But I can't, it's funny. It's a different kind of pressure, right? I mean, I remember, yes, of course, worrying about every word I wrote back then, but the pressure now is making sure I know what's on the line in this election for people here in Jersey. And and that's why I got to bring it home, to make sure that we have someone who can not only fight Trump when he does what he's doing in California today and messing with people's Social Security and their Medicare and Medicaid and screwing with people and our families and education, and then the pressure to actually make life more affordable for people, which, as you see below my name there, lower costs and lower taxes, as you know, David, that's been a huge focal point of mine in this campaign, to make life more affordable for people in Jersey who are struggling with those utility bill prices, which are killing them, and dealing with high housing prices and rent and property taxes and all the things that, by the way, are tough for people in Jersey. And it's the thing they talk to me about in every diner.
And this is I don't want to go over too long because I promised your people that I wouldn't hold you that much. But any closing message beyond what's printed in the between your first and last name that you want to make to the people in New Jersey right now?
Yeah, listen, this is about the most important thing we can do is make sure we win in November, and it's going to be a tough race. No matter who wins this race, it's going to be tough in November for Democrats. And I want to be very clear and no mistake, I'm the best one to beat Jack Ciattarelli in November. I'm the only one who's running for governor who's ever beat a sitting Republican incumbent. First Democrat in 84 years to hold my seat. And just this last time, I won my race by 12 points when Harris won by 1 point. I can get Democrats, Republicans, and independents to vote for me. And I have a long record of that. Not just of solving the toughest problems, which I'll do for Jersey, which I've done in Washington, the hardest stuff like gun safety and taking on and fixing our infrastructure issues by getting an infrastructure bill passed. But knowing how to beat Republicans and how to win in tough elections. So I think we can't afford, as we're seeing with Donald Trump right now, to lose. It's critically important that we win, and I'm the best one to bring it home.
Congressman Josh Gottheimer, thanks for joining me, and I suppose we'll speak at some point tonight when you call me to complain about counties being slow in releasing numbers. That's our election night tradition. So
that's usually our tradition, David. The only thing is, I can't believe I got away with like a thing with you in 6 minutes. I'm still a little upset that you didn't add an hour to that last debate.
Yeah.
And like next time, I'm expecting at least 3.5 hours in the next debate.
So, General, that's a commitment for the general, a 3.5 hour debate.
I will commit to you 3.5 hours as long as you commit to me that we can have a long intermission where you get to show some of your favorite movie clips.
Okay, and we'll cater it with diner food. So, Congressman Gottheimer, thank you so much, and good luck today.